This is Australia's 2020 MasterChef winner enjoying a 3-course meal cooked by a Michelin star chef. Or so she thinks. What she's actually eating is only things that I've found in dumpsters.
But why? Australia wastes the equivalent of 9 football fields worth of food every single year, 4.9 million tons of which is perfectly edible. But surely there's something better we can use all this leftover food for. Well, there is. Here's the plan. Step 1, go dumpster diving for some of that sweet bin food. Delicious. Step 2, hire a Michelin star chef to turn my dumpster food into a 3-course meal. Step 3, feed my dumpster food to 3 Australian master chefs and get their seal of approval.
Now, if you think about it, dumpster diving is just another form of hunter-gathering. And just like our gathering ancestors, what we would find in these dumpsters would be a complete mystery. After doing some research though, it seemed like the most common thing to find were fruit, baked goods, and expired meats.
But isn't dumpster diving illegal? Well, technically. It's only illegal if someone catches you.
With the legalities out of the way, I waited till the clock hit 10 PM and it was time to do a little bit of bin shopping.
Okay, so it's 10 PM and I'm at my local Aldi, and as you can see, they've just closed. It means they should have just thrown out all of their fresh produce. I just need to find where their bins are.
Day 1 was absolutely terrifying. Not only was I dumpster diving for the first time, but when I arrived, there were security cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere. I think I see a bin that is wide open. You can see the security cameras up there. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Holy crap. Well, I didn't have to try very hard. So much wasted food in here. There's just boxes of macarons. Okay, so I just had a look, and each of these boxes of macarons are worth $9. I found 5 boxes, which means I already found $45 worth of food. I do feel like I'm being watched though. I think someone just walked past me. I gotta get out again.
Not only were there macarons, but there was a literal mountain of fruit and vegetables, although most of them were well and truly off. So to maximize my chances of getting as much good food as possible, I was going to be dumpster diving for the next 7 days, and I had 10 more bins lined up. And as day 2 rolled around, things weren't looking good. The cameras must have picked me up because the supermarkets had started locking their bins.
They've locked it in this cage. Means I think the cameras are onto us.
After visiting 6 more dumpsters, things had gone from bad to worse. Word must have spread because pretty much every dumpster I visited was locked.
So far, a lot of these supermarkets have been really good at locking up all their bins so that you can't actually get into them.
At this point, I had been dumpster diving for 5 days already, and I had only found bits and pieces of usable food so far. Cos lettuce from a semi-locked dumpster, some discarded bread, and a bag of bagels. Not even a Michelin star chef would be able to make a 3-course meal with those ingredients. We needed a new strategy. Now, dumpster diving isn't exactly a rich person's sport, so what if we dumpster dived in the richer areas of Sydney?
Oh my god. They must have something against chicken. This is literally a kilogram of chicken.
Well, turns out you find kilos and kilos of chicken.
Kombucha and cheese. Oh my god, this would be perfect. This dumpster right here is a gold mine. That is our best find yet. So, to celebrate, a little bin juice kombucha. Cheers.
With the find of the century, it only made sense to test my luck again.
Every single one of these bins is completely filled with edible food. Is that caviar?
I didn't even know supermarkets sold caviar, but there it was. Goat's cheese and another 1.5 kilos of chicken breast was also on the menu.
This is insane.
With 1 day left, it was time to hit all the remaining bins in a single night. It seems like we had cracked the dumpster diving code.
Oh god, you did it.
And our finds just kept getting better and better. Cabbage, tomatoes, cauliflower, radishes. We even found a coconut.
Coconut.
And things didn't stop there. Bin 9 had enough bananas for an entire village. And finally, bin 10 was the motherlode.
Oh, this one's got some good stuff.
This supermarket had thrown away bunches of corn.
Oh, that's corn. Potatoes. Here's some beetroot. Got a couple oranges.
And in the bin right next to it,
Belgian chocolate brownies. Jumbo Frank Dura cake? Alright.
and after 7 days of dumpster diving, constant gagging, and sticking my head into dumpsters,
Sometimes I wonder what decisions I made and how I got here.
it was finally time to cook. Now, to turn our dumpster food into a 3-course meal, we needed a chef. So meet Matteo Zamboni, a Michelin, or if you're Australian, headed chef with over 20 years of experience in the industry.
Been a chef for over 20 years.
And now he was helping me serve some dumpster food to food critics.
Delicious.
So it was time to show Matteo what we had to work with.
Oh my god. Fresh from the dumpsters of Australia's biggest supermarkets.
Exciting.
To be honest, the both of us couldn't believe how much food had been found.
How many people are we cooking for? 100?
An entire village.
Entire village.
Day-old bananas.
Lettuce, salad, tomato.
And after Mateo had a think, it was time to get cooking. So what was on the menu for our food critics?
We want to make this thing that is called papa al pomodoro, which is like almost like a tomato and bread soup. Third dish could be something we got chicken, so kind of like a main. Slow cook the chicken breast. You can probably do that. This cauliflower we can fry with the desserts. Got lots of bananas, so I'm thinking a banana custard.
Now what was my role in all of this? Well, Mateo didn't trust me to cook, so I got started on some dishes.
All good down there?
Yeah. I'm great.
Good.
I also couldn't figure out how to use a stove,
I don't even know how to turn this stove.
You know,
We'll figure this out,
that's not a good start.
so I spent most of my time peeling, chopping, and doing whatever this is.
Remind me to never hire you.
So far I've peeled bananas and sliced radish.
And not very good.
And no,
Even monkeys can peel bananas. So I'm not saying
I'm
that
basically
you're
a monkey.
I'm not saying that you're
Now I never said this in front of Mateo, but after a couple of hours of cooking with him, I felt like we were developing a bond.
Here you go, son.
Making progress.
Are we?
And in a way, it had become my new #1 priority to get his approval.
Now my goal by the end of this is for you to say, I would let him work.
I wouldn't let
As a
him.
le- oh.
I can say that right now. No. That's a no. Take it out. So that's why he's never gonna get a job here.
It's taking my job.
Too
Too slow.
But after getting roasted more than the cos lettuce we were serving, time was running out, and our food critics had arrived.
Why are you shaking, man?
panicking.
Okay, so that's
panicking.
it. Stop shaking.
So who have we cheekily conscripted into tasting our dumpster food? Well, meet Amelia Jackson, cookbook author, dessert queen, and the winner of 2020 MasterChef Australia. Next up, we have Sarah Tiong, restaurant owner of Ogni in Sydney, cookbook author, and finalist of 2017 MasterChef Australia. And last through the door, you guessed it, Australian MasterChef Season 2 OG and Malaysian culinary king, Alvin Kwa.
Good, Alvin.
Now, I had told all of our food critics that there was a surprise element in each dish.
When do I find out the surprise?
Little did they know that the surprise was that everything they would be eating today had come out of a dumpster. And so with our food critics eagerly waiting to taste, it was time to serve.
Service.
So for appetizers, we have a,
Pomodori del cestino
which roughly translates into
Tomato from the garbage bin, really, but
with tomato and bread on the bottom, radish, pickled onion under there as well, some basil and crispy bread on top.
Okay, awesome.
Makes me want to dive in and eat it.
I contributed a little bit.
Ah, did you? Good job, Stanley.
That's what I like to hear.
How good is fried bread?
Mummy. It's so good.
Oh, it's so nice.
I like the taste all together. If you eat just that, for instance, like it's quite acidic, but if you sort of have it all together, sort of like there's a lovely sort of symphony of like flavors that are going through.
Tomato and soy sauce.
Who would have thought?
That's a good combo.
I'm just hunting for surprises.
You guys are killing me.
Suspense.
I want to say chestnut.
I feel like you gave it away and it was the soy sauce jelly. That's surprising as. Is it not that?
No. Fantastic. Well, let's get on to dish number 2.
We were off to a flying start, but how would our food critics feel about some slightly off chicken?
For mains, we have pollo dell'immonditia.
Or translated from Italian, garbage chicken.
Comes with a side of cauliflower, goat cheese, and mint. And then we have poached chicken, cos lettuce, and a little bit of garnish with a chicken reduction.
Looks gorgeous. Quick whiff.
Quick whip.
The reduction's really good.
Would you serve this at a Michelin star or Haddon restaurant?
Yeah, I would.
Definitely would serve this at a Haddon or a Michelin restaurant for sure.
The chicken is beautifully cooked.
Hats off to the chef.
Hats off to the chef.
Oh my god, the cauliflower is actually, that's really good.
Better than the actual dish. Hopefully not killing you. It's not like it's from a dumpster or anything.
Don't know what the ingredient is or what it tastes like, but hey.
Can you give me a slight clue?
It's not one component. It's the overall dish.
It's so like harmonious. Like everything, it feels like everything just goes really nicely together. Nothing like stands out as like a, whoa, that's strange.
I think the secret ingredient is native pepperberry.
I don't even know what native pepper.
Oh, great, so I failed.
There's a secret ingredient?
Let's bring out dessert.
And finally for dessert, using our most questionable ingredient yet, rotten banana custard.
For dessert, we have banana andante amale.
Or roughly translated as,
rotten bananas.
banana custard, sweet caramel, desiccated coconut crumble.
I mean, we all know I like a sweetie treaty.
The textures are good and you can certainly tell it's banana.
You smell the banana before you actually get it in your mouth. You smell the banana before you eat it.
This is one of those, what I call elevated comfort food. I actually don't think you even need the jelly. Jelly I can do or do without.
But that's just garnish, right? That's not the secret ingredient.
No.
No. I don't know what the secret ingredient is. I'm gonna say salt.
Okay, I have a confession to make.
What did you do?
There weren't 3 surprises. It has to do with food that would have been in landfill.
Is this dumpster diving food?
Yes.
Is it?
It is!
That is amazing. Do you know how obsessed I am with dumpster diving videos?
No way! Everything today has been taken out of the supermarket dumpster.
Wow.
How does that make you feel about the dishes you had today then?
Oh, I'm glad I failed that one.
Would you still serve this to
Happily.
family?
Like, happily. I just think there's a real problem with what we waste in Australia.
Unless something looks incredibly toxic to you, like, and it's like really well gone past that date of like,
It's like
you know,
moldy and
yeah. Why not? Why not try to save the food and why not try to stop, you know, reduce your waste a little bit? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Oh my God, hell yeah to that.
Like, I just think this is incredible, and to think that this came from a dumpster is phenomenal. Yeah, I would never, ever, ever think that this was waste.
Well, with reviews like that, you never know where some dumpster food might end up next. But there was still one last thing I needed to know.
Would you let me work here?
Yes. You made it.
Yes.
You got a job out of it.